Hi everyone, we're going to be playing RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 today, and I'm doing Open RCT 2 because I am playing this on my MacBook, and RollerCoaster Tycoon is for Windows computers, but there's a whole process, I had to go through to get this installed on my machine. So today we're going to be playing, and we're going to play Bumbly Bazaar. These four I already completed. Dusty Greens was the last one that I did, which took me so long. But we're gonna play Bumbly Bazaar today. Okay, so this is what we have to complete. Starting with a small market bazaar, your challenge is to increase the profit from shops and stalls by building rides and roller coasters to attract more customers. The objective is to achieve a monthly profit from food, drink, and merchandise sales of at least $1,000. So this is the opposite of Dusty Greens that I did because I had to achieve, I think it was $5,000 per month in ride ticket sales. So some of the things I usually check first: admission price free, so we can't change that. Park is already open. I have 38 people. Park rating is kind of lowish. Okay, let's get started. I guess this is our little bazaar that we're starting with. So some of these I've seen most of these before, but this one, star fruit, that's so cute. 120, oh, fruit juice from star fruit. We have a souvenir stall. This is sunglasses. I think this is a drink stall, iced tea, lemonade, hat stall, t-shirts, I forget one, and pizza. Ooh, pizza stall. I haven't seen that one yet in the other ones that I've played. So I used to play this game when I was a lot younger, and I would just play it, for fun. I wasn't like trying to challenge myself or finish all the parks. It was just like an easy, fun game for me. And then I was reminded of this game recently, just, I guess thinking back on my childhood. And I remember this being like an amazing game. So I decided like a couple weeks ago to a month to download it again and kind of start over basically. So it looks like we have such a massive space to do this in, and it's kind of like, I guess it's not a desert like the last one, but we have this waterway, which means I would want to build some water rides just to get, the theme going. Let's see what we have. And we started out with $10,000 and we're losing money. So one of the first things I do is to do the information kiosk, and it looks like we have 2 entrances. So I want to do that first. And we'll build another one on the other side. It's so interesting to have 2 entrances. I've only ever had one. And then also, I think ATM also with that there. And then another ATM over here. Okay. What do I want to start out with? Because I really don't have that much money. I think maybe I'll start out with one of these. It's probably going to be expensive though. 4,000, 9,000, 2,000. Okay, maybe later when we start making more money, let's start out with something easy, like this one. Which side should I do? Probably do this side. Oh, there's so much space. I don't know where to put stuff. I guess I'll just put it anywhere. Like this here. I usually never do test. I just do open when it's a ride that's already like in the rotation of the game. But if I make my own ride, like a roller coaster that I actually build on my own, Then I'll do test. My last game, I didn't test. And then, well, on my last game, I did test for the ride that I made. I did test, there was nobody on it, and the ride just blew up. So that was interesting. Our path. Okay. Oh, also to start out with, always have a mechanic and a cleaning guy. So this park is so huge. I know I'm gonna end up having like 10 cleaning guys, and I'm gonna have to do this like walking thing where I basically say where the handyman can go, and that's like his cleaning area. But you know, I think it's fine for now. People are probably making a mess over here, or they will, which reminds me, there are no seats and no garbage cans over here by all the food. How do you want me to put seating in here? Oh, there is seating, but like barely. Oops. I didn't mean to take that light away. I thought it would go in front of it. Okay, anyways, I usually like to put seating on all the corners. I guess it's just an aesthetic choice. And then all the garbage cans just go in between. The garbage cans I just put anywhere. And then I haven't, at least in the the 4 games that I started out with, I didn't do any lights. I haven't felt the need to. So, and I think that's kind of like an aesthetic choice anyways too. Oh, damn, I should have done the stone benches, because that goes with what's already in this bazaar. You know what I think I'm gonna do? There's this bazaar here that has the stone benches. I think when I create another area with food and drink, I'll use, if I can remember, I'll use the stone benches instead. But now I gotta do trash cans. I'm surprised they didn't put any trash cans in here. That's crazy. Bazaar with no trash cans. That's a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for a mess. Okay, so. And some of these trash cans and chairs probably will disappear once I start making like even more paths and stuff. That's okay. I just need to like get it in there to start with, because there are none, which means people are probably just gonna throw things on the floor. Okay. I noticed a piece of trash somewhere. So I think what I'm gonna do is just preemptively do another handyman. And then I'm gonna, let's see, 1 and 2. So number 1, he's gonna be, which I know this is like a huge space just to start out with. So he's gonna be there. And this guy, I'm gonna pick him up, and then he's gonna be on this path because there's not much path to keep together right now anyways. And then here, because I know there's gonna be a lot of garbage and trash to clean up. Okay. So I guess it's kind of like a desert theme, but with a waterway where it changes to palm trees. I don't know. Sometimes I like to stay within the aesthetic of the park. So if I make, let's say, I'm gonna make a water ride. Ooh, that's not too expensive actually. Almost 3,000. That's pretty good. I'll put the water ride near the water. Just, you know, it just kind of makes me feel good just to stay within the aesthetic, I guess. These are not too expensive either, but I think I'm gonna do a water ride. This one looks so like, I found that the rides that do the best in the games, at least that I was doing before, the ones that have more like excitement and intensity tend to do better in the park, and I can raise those prices if I, need to make more money. But, I think I'm gonna keep that in mind. This one is a little more exciting, 5.6. This one is 5.3. It's kind of huge, but the park is super huge anyways. So let's do this one. God, this park is so big. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry. Guess I'll do it. Should do it on this side. No, I probably want to concentrate. I probably want to concentrate all of the rides on one side just to start out with, I think. So let me do it here. It's already $2. Oh, and they chose the little, oh, we just got a circus. So we have the log ride. Where is it? Okay, so they're doing log cabin. Does that make sense for this park? Abstract. Canvas tent, no. Castle, no. Other castle, no. Classical Roman, no. Is it? Jungle theme? It's kind of classical actually because of these columns that they put. So maybe classical. No, I kind of just don't like the look of that. Log cabin, I don't think that goes either. Pagoda. Snow and ice is cool, but not what I'm going for. Space, not really what I'm going for. Wooden. I don't know. Wooden? I don't know. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with jungle. Maybe I'll probably change my mind, but I'm gonna change this one to the same jungle theme. And in that case, if we're doing like a jungle theme, then when I do paths, I think I'm gonna do this. So this, I'm just gonna do this right now just to remind myself to do the rest later because I have to create the entrance because the game is screaming at me now. So let's do the entrance first. How do they want me to make this entrance if I can't build it? And I try not to make the paths too long also because I've gotten complaints about that in my other games that I've played too. They'll say like, your guests are complaining that your paths are just way too long to get into rides, blah blah blah. No, it's not working. This is such a like run around. And I think I'm going to connect these two together to sort of widen the area. Oops. To sort of widen the area a little bit because there's so much space compared to Dusty Greens that I was playing the other day. This just looks ridiculous. I take it away and put it in, take it away and put it in, take it away and put it in, instead of just going over it. So I don't think I can't like, I cannot take them away like long in a way, if that makes sense. Like the way you can put a path down. You can't just click and hold your mouse and take away a whole swath. So that's not great. And these, since it's the entrance, I guess I could, when people don't walk by, Definitely don't want to do that. Oh, I think I just prevented that person from leaving. He looks so sad. This I don't want to take away because of the chairs. I'll definitely lose those. Oops. And this is taking so long. Okay, so I'm just gonna come back to this later. Oh, and they can't get to this ride. What to do, where to put it. Okay, so great. And then I'm gonna add the chairs. See, stone bench doesn't even really make that much sense to me anymore. Like it doesn't look good to me on this like green grassy path. I'm kind of excited about using the green path. Honestly, even though I've played this game when I was like a lot younger and in the past like month I've played it, I don't think I've ever used any of the other paths besides like this and probably, yeah, I've used dirt footpath and yeah, maybe tarmac. I don't know. I guess I wasn't being very creative back then. It was like a, I'm just gonna chill out and play this game sort of thing for me. So, okay, so people are getting in line. That's good. Ooh, you know what I should also be doing? Is adding in more of these. So the first aid room, I do always add this, but to be honest, I'm not entirely sure if it's needed in the game. I mean, like, obviously in parks, you do need it. Oh, customers per hour. I guess it is needed. And people will have thoughts on it. Maybe I'll check back in later and see how many customers they service because whoever like gets hurt in my park, they don't announce it or anything. It's just, you know, I guess somebody got hurt and that's it. Ooh, one thing I'm also noticing is that there's no bathroom. So I'm going to take away this bench and put a bathroom there so people don't complain about there being no bathrooms. What else could I put that's not over there? Oh man, I should have added this bathroom because it's the whole like log cabin theme. Do we have, I think everything that's in there we already have. ATM, first aid, information kiosk, bathroom, I already added those, and all of these are pretty much all in there. So that means that I have to depend on the research and development. Yeah, this one. So we're doing normal funding for everything. I could take out scenery and theming so that more money goes to everything else so I can get more like shops, more rides and stuff. But I'm just gonna keep it for now because maybe with this one I want to get a little more creative than I normally do. Oh, and also Handyman 1, I definitely want to, actually I think I'm gonna do another handyman and I'm gonna put his area here. Because honestly, I do really like having the handymen and they're required, but they don't walk around the park as fast and clean as fast as one might think. So that's why he's only for here. I had issues in my last park where there were a lot of complaints about how dirty my park was. So, you know, just to avoid that, I'm going to be a little bit more smart about it. And maybe I should do, I do want to do the boat ride, but I don't think this waterway is definitely not, it's not wide enough. So I'd have to do some major like reconstruction, which is this one to clear. I think it's to clear the scenery. Oh, to add, I think that's to add water. Let's see. What's this? Oh, okay. It added the water, but it was high. Okay. Well, then I think I need to, let's just try it out. And this isn't working. Oh, clear scenery. Okay, clear land. Okay. So he cleared the land. Okay. Let's just try this one more time. Honestly, even though I've played this game in the past when I was a kid, there's still so much stuff, oh, that worked, that I'm still learning about how the game works. So bear with me on that. Okay, let's add more rides. Barely anything here. There's all of this. Oh, okay, okay. I haven't seen the circus do super well in my last game. I always like adding the maze. Oh, look, crazy castle. It doesn't really go with the theme, actually. Spiral hedges, mini maze. Either mini maze or spiral hedges. Fried rice noodle stall. We just got it, so I'll add that after this. Maybe this one, and then I'll change what the entrance and exit looks like. I'll add this. Should I make the entrance so it ends up being in line with that path? I think I'm just getting too granular about it. No, actually, no. I'm gonna do it like that. Open, and then log cabin. Oh, you can change this too. Brick walls, edges, ice blocks. Wooden fences seems okay, I guess. Guests can't get to the entrance of mini maze. I know. I know. Next thing they're gonna say, guests can't, yeah. No path leading from the exit. Okay, so for this, I think I'm gonna do a little wrap around. And then I'll connect it back to this path. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think in the future I'll add like a little bridge here also. Like a decorative one leading to the other side once I expand the park a little bit more. So that's looking okay. I'm kind of regretting this green path. I mean, I think it looks good with this, the grassiness and the water over here, but then over here it's like more of a desert in a way. I don't know. Let's add the fried rice noodle stall. A stall selling Chinese style fried rice noodles. Let's add that. Let's add that here. And then we'll add more seating. And garbage cans. Okay. That looks pretty good. You know, since this game is about seeing that you can make $1,000 for all the food and merchandise in the park per month. I think I'm probably gonna have multiples of these, so I'm gonna check the same price throughout the park. Let's see what people think. I can't read that. Let's just assume that they said it's great. Oh, here it is. They're really good. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Things still seem to be going okay. Bumbly Bazaar. It's kind of sad that there's this entrance all the way over here that people come in from, and then they have to walk all the way over here just to get to the actual rides, which, you know, I only have 3 of, but still. I might have made this entrance a little bit too long. Let's see what else to add. I do want to have like a regular roller coaster. 1,000, 9,000, 2,000. I only have 2,300. Okay. So I can't really afford anything, especially not these. Wow. $53,000 ride. Wow, it's huge. But this is the perfect park for it. Okay. Maybe. Where is the entrance and exit for it? I can't even. Okay, it's on the other side. Maybe if I have a really great park, I should leave space for this. If I can make it up to $53,000, I could put this ride in. I wonder how much it charges automatically for tickets. Gotta be at least like $5, because that's insane. Excitement 8.10, intensity 7.3, nausea rating 3.7. I've come to appreciate nausea ratings because in my last park, I guess I put rides that had a high nausea rating and people were just throwing up all over the place. Like the exit that leads out of the ride, just throw up on throw up on throw up. And you can see them actually throw up. Like they stop, they come out of the ride, their faces are literally like green. They stop walking and then they just like bend over forwards. And then it's just like there's this orange on the ground that my janitor people have to come clean up. They sweep it up, basically. So I guess it's gross, but since it's a game, it's like it's kind of fun to see because they made the game. So this is what I really like about the game. It's so like it's kind of like the attention to detail of a park is like there. There's not just the people, but the people are throwing up. And if you have like the sunglasses hut, or let's say you have the stall that sells hats, people will go up and buy a hat, but then you'll see it on people. Like it's this big red hat. As soon as you put in that merchandise, you'll see a bunch of people walking around with the red hat on. And that's like just so cool. The little like attention to detail, the fact that you can hear people, their laughs and their screams, and like the ching when they pay money for my rides. All of that is just super, super amazing to me. I hope everything's going. Oh, okay. See, look, there's one. There it is. See, this is the hat stall. Oh, and you can change the hat color so it's white. See, all these people, they have on the actual hat. Let me see if I can catch one of them. This guy, see, he's got on the hat. Kelsey N has the hat on. And they're very thirsty, but they're extremely happy and have so much energy. And they've been on 2 rides. $45 in their pocket, and they spent $20. And they bought 5 souvenirs. This person's having the time of their life. Oh, see? You can get the umbrella, which I believe that's from the kiosk, the information kiosk. The hat is from the hat stall. The t-shirt, I guess, is from a t-shirt stall. The map is from the kiosk. Empty bottle, sunglasses. Okay. I feel like I'm just stalling because I don't have enough money for the rides that I want to do. Maybe I should just do it anyways, whichever one I can afford, which would be this one. The Mango Muncher. That sounds kind of gross. The Mango Muncher for $2,600. I just need like 100 or so more. Or I can just do some of these. I feel like some of these rides, they kind of get like quote unquote played out at a certain point though. Like people stop going on it. They'll say, if you go into like their thoughts, which is here, they'll start saying, I want to go on something more exciting than blah 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 ride. So I see that like as the years pass, because you know time passes really fast in the game, they start to say that about these types of rides. So I, you know, in the beginning I steer a little clear of them, and then I go for these types of rides instead. But there's like nothing here, which is kind of weird because usually I start out with a lot of stuff here. But, you know, I guess not. Okay, I think instead of the other ride, I'm going to do this slide because I have just enough money for it. But something that I also keep in mind is that, like, time does pass really fast, and you do have staff that works here. Like, I hired my cleaning people and the mechanic guy. But let me turn myself around here. But they get paid on the first, it's either the first of the month or the first of the month and the middle of the month. But as soon as like August 1st comes up, money you're gonna see come out of my bank on the side because my staff is they're getting paid $50 per month each. So I think I'm gonna put this put it right there. It's a little too close. I'm gonna put it here. I may be spacing these out a little bit too much because I do have a lot of space, but I don't know. We'll see. I gotta change this too. Oh no! Just $12. $2 more. I don't know if this is me being bad at the game or not, but this is usually how it starts out for me. Like I spend all my money and then I'm struggling to like make a $12 path to like get to the ride that I just built. So I should probably, I don't know, go on Reddit or Google that or something. Like what's the actual like right strategy for these games? Because I just spend all the money I have. See, this is one of the rides where I think they're going to be like, guests in the park think that your guests in your park think that the queues for your rides are too long. Consider shortening them. So I'm just going to shorten it preemptively. It's like, oh, it's still maybe a bit too long. But I guess that's fine. It's fine for now. Then I'll add a little set of chairs. So I think that's good. Okay, so there's a little garbage there. I probably should hire more people just to clean. Let's see, my handyman number 1. Sometimes what I do also like to do is just pick up my handyman and just put them where the garbage is, which, you know, I should just be doing the little footprint thing better, but I don't know. I have fun just picking them up and putting them where the garbage is, and then they just like clean it. So there was one instance where I did that and I accidentally put him in water and he drowned. That was a big accident. So I really have just spent all my money. I think I'm gonna get rid of these cactuses too, because that's not... Oh, I have to pay to get rid of the cactuses? That's crazy. Usually when you get rid of scenery or something, like when you get rid of a path, you gain money back, but I guess not with the cacti. See, there's more garbage. Ooh, actually, I need seats here too. And garbage cans. Yeah, I think that's good for now. Okay. Pretty happy with this, but since we're going with the sort of... What are we doing? Is it log cabin or jungle? I kind of like the jungle. I think I was going with log cabin before, but jungle, I just like the greenness of it. So let's do jungle instead. Because jungle goes with the green paths that I put to. Okay, so we're all like uniform now. And sometimes I'll go in and I'll change the colors too. I think I'm just being like picky. What's a more like jungly color? I mean, green is always a jungle color, but kind of blends in. I like that though. And this one... No, that's like too green. That's like... That's not really log cabin. Like a log cabin might be in the woods. This is more like I have a manicured garden somewhere in front of a castle. So I think the wooden fences probably fit the best, maybe. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm surprised none of the rides have broken down yet. My mechanic hasn't had anything to do yet. There he is. And I never do the security guards. And I've only a couple times done the entertainers. Like if I have a park that's got a lot of kind of like... It's like a kid-friendly-ish park in a way. I'll do the entertainers. Security guard, I never really do. Maybe I've done it like once, but honestly, I'm not sure what it does. Because there was a park that I had for 6 years, like 6 in-game years. And there was never an instance where it was like, guests are getting robbed. Where's the security guard? This is happening to guests. You need to have more security, blah, blah, blah. So it might be one part of the game that's not necessarily required. It's just, you know, to make the game feel a little bit more real. But I'm not going to do it for now because then that's just more money out of my pocket. So I'm not going to do that yet. Actually, I don't think what I was doing before, where I was removing the path and then putting the new one, I don't think I have to do that because putting the path, yeah, it's $12, but then if I put it on a path that's already created, it's only $6. So that is good, so I can do this faster and make everything more uniform. Oh no, there's so much garbage. You know, the better strategy might have been to compact. Wow, I have no money again. The better strategy might have been to make the park even more compact than what I already have done, so that the whole handyman situation is a little better than what I currently have there. I only have 3 for this huge park, and I feel like they're already overworked because trash cans are like getting full. Oh, see, there he goes. He threw up. My handyman has switched directions and gone the other way. Okay. That's another thing about the handyman. Like, they could be, let's say, four walkways, 4 path blocks away from garbage, and they will just like turn around and go the other way. So I'm always on the lookout for like the garbage and the throw up and all of that. And then I'll just pick my guy up and put him wherever. So, but once I have more rides and stuff, I'll like I'll make the situation I'll make the situation better. So, why aren't people lining up in droves for this? Let's see. Nobody has any thoughts about the ride? I feel sick. That's the only thought. See, this might be one of the cases where they're like, I want to go, oh yeah, I want to go on something more thrilling than Twist. See, it's already starting. That's crazy. I can't afford anything more exciting than Twist, except these. Even this one, they're not like lining up a lot. You know, the thing might be that I only have not even 500 guests in my park, and the paths and everything, it's like a swath of park. It might just be that everybody needs to like take their time getting around the park and making their way to the rides, so it's not super conducive to having long lines because there's not that many people compared to how big the park is right now. So I think I just got to deal with that. At least this one is pretty good. People have found that one. This ride is a little slower anyways, and there is only 4 people per log. So, you know, it should be okay. It seems like they're getting in line fast enough for it. Meatball soup stall. Meatball soup stall. Where should I put this? So I'm really not gonna put anything on this side yet. I want it to be a little bit more compact. Should I put this? I think maybe here. Oh, $300. Okay, can I just like wait for it? No, I can't. I'm in negative again. Okay. God, it looks like I suck at this game right now. Let's check the money, the financial summary. So I started in March, and you know, I was building rides and everything, so and paths, so of course everything was in the negative. Now we're in September, and in September I did not build any rides. Ride construction, ride running, land purchase, landscaping. I've never done the land purchase thing before. I tried to do it in my last game, but I just could not figure it out. I think it might have been one of those things where they didn't allow you in that game because the goal, which I think I mentioned earlier in the video, the goal was to make $5,000 per month in ride tickets. So it's like they gave you a really limited park area to put rides in to make it really hard for you. So maybe that's why I couldn't do it. Which reminds me, I need to save my game. Bumbly Bazaar. So I need to make sure to just save my game frequently, or I should remember to do this because I played this game over the past month where I'll be playing for a while and then it'll just like shut down by itself. But you know, I think that's just the nature of how I got it on my computer for, for MacBook, which by the way you can find on Reddit. It's like a kind of known-ish process. It's not anything like weird, but it is, a what would you call it? Like an open source type of thing, if that makes sense. So it's like by the people for the people. So, they do get updates periodically and everything. So, it's good. I'm just really grateful that I actually get to be able to have this game at all. So, you know, if the game kind of shuts down maybe once or twice, as long as I save, it's fine. It's probably just me and I need to do the updates, which I haven't done. So, yeah. And this guy, I'm gonna put him where the garbage is. I'm also using OBS for doing this recording, so that's also important to know. It's my first time using it, so kind of bear with me in that. The other two games that I have recorded on my channel were games that I played on my PlayStation, so it was like a whole different process to upload it because I did it directly from my PlayStation to YouTube. A little bit different, a little bit more simple, I guess. I had to do less troubleshooting compared to this, but I'm still happy with it because I learned a lot, so definitely grateful for that. So this is the park so far. I do need to continue changing the path, kind of just wait to have more money every month. So yeah, three rides so far. It might be just like a waiting game with this one because they really didn't start me out with that many rides, or at least not that many rides that I could afford at this point. So I think that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna save my game. Save it again just for good measure. And then quit to menu. All right, so I think that's it for today. I think we did like 45 minutes or so. So until next time, this was RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. Bye, guys.